Just
No.
raise your hand and then I will. Now I think everything is okay. I believe everything is okay now.
Right.
Okay?
Let's try.
So I was talking about permanent peace and happiness. That permanent peace and happiness is available 24 by 7 in all locations. That is our goal of mindfulness or meditation. I talked in detail. So now see, answering the question of Charlie, there is a suffering. There are two main goals of mindfulness or Eastern. Is bring an end to the suffering of all kind. We categorize the suffering in the form of sorrow, pain, huh? Complete end of suffering, sorrow and the suffering that includes the grief. Clear? Are you listening, Sophie? Yes, very good. Thanks God you have some time for listening to me. So now see, from amoeba to an elephant, from a unicellular organism, take an example of an ant, to elephant or giraffe, the longest 7 meters height giraffe. You know, every living species naturally escapes from pain and suffering and searching for peace and happiness. Are you clear about this? You touch an ant, you touch a mosquito, you touch a fly, they escape. Oh, there is some danger, there is some insecurity, there is some fear. So, naturally, every species, living being, wants to bring an end to the suffering. It's a natural urge. So, our masters have understood this natural urge in human being also. Because we can make a choice, we can bring an end to the suffering consciously. That includes grief also. We categorize suffering in different ways, but if a parent of someone dies at 100 years with a lot of sicknesses, we say God has helped him. Now there is nothing to be attached with. The mind has already realized, oh, my grandparent lived his full life. Now he is 100 years old. He has lot of suffering. So now he should go. We don't have that kind of a grief. But if someone dies young, we are attached to it and we see that he has not suffered a lot, he has not enjoyed a lot of pleasures in the life. So, because we are attached to it, So we have a grief, we have a pain. So I will talk in detail about grief in the following sessions. So the topic today, what I'm coming up, that also links to the stress and the suffering and the grief. So what is exactly required to bring an end to the suffering of all kinds and enter into the permanent peace and happiness? So today's topic in couple of weeks continuing, the topic is connected to all kinds of suffering. We say that these suffering and afflictions experienced by the mind are obstacles on the path of meditation. How, why, where, when, that is what we are going to talk in detail in every sessions. Whether we say problem, whether we say sorrow, whether we say obstacle. So Patanjali, I don't know anything. I'm just talking about these masters. So the master says there are 9 obstacles which prevents the mind to seek permanent happiness. 9 obstacles. And these 9 obstacles leads to grief, leads to different kinds of pain and pleasure. And they distract the mind. They prevent us to be in the state of meditation. So Charlie has opened a good topic, and that is in fact is the topic of today and couple of weeks. Each obstacle I will take in detail, and you will be able to understand. So let me start today with our mental understanding. We always look for immediate cause. We don't see the ultimate cause of our suffering. And that is the reason we are suffering. Whether we are suffering from grief, whether we are suffering from pain, whether we are suffering from challenges that we have. So let me focus on this statement today. What I said? Did you pick up? We look for immediate cause. We don't look for ultimate cause of suffering. Are you getting it? Did you understand that point? Let us go in detail. I have high fever. Go to the doctor. He looks for symptoms, the immediate cause. He gives me the pills to get rid of the fever. Immediate cause. What is the secondary cause of the fever? Can you point out? Can you think of it? Do we really think? We have infection. So that is the immediate cause, and we get some vaccination. What is the secondary cause behind that? What is the cause? I feel hungry. Hunger is also known as suffering. So, what is the immediate solution? Food. Are you getting it? little typical way to understand. We are searching the ultimate cause of the suffering. I gave two examples: hunger, fever. Now, I found the immediate cause of the sickness. Doctor gave me the medication. That fever is gone. But my body is open to the sickness in the future. My body is always open to hunger in the future. Isn't it? Are you getting it? I will open up slowly one after the other. It will include the grief and the suffering, pain, and the. So, what is the ultimate cause of my hunger? If I say body, as long as I have the body, I am open to sickness and health. Am I right? This body is subjected to sickness, health, heat, cold. Am I right? Can anyone whose body is not open to these suffering? Even you have the most beautiful body. Do you see that? Whether you are a Miss Universe or Mr. Universe, the body is subjected to sickness and health. Do you see that secondary cause? What is the ultimate cause? The body is subjected to suffering. Are you getting it? My body is separated from Father's body, so I have a grief. I will pick up those things. They are very clearly answered by our great masters. So, do you understand where I'm going? I have a fever, I have a hunger. Both are problems. So, immediate cause is hunger met by the food, sickness met by the medication. Then we came to the body, and now we realize this body is constantly subjected to sickness, health. Can I add birth? Can I add growth? Can I add decay? Michelle knows in detail. The body is subjected at a particular age. Our anabolism, the body grows with a great power, immunity at a certain age, and then the curve drops down. That is the very nature of the body. Catabolic processes. Science says the catabolic processes increases. And what is the ultimate goal of the body? What is the ultimate house of the body? The ultimate, dearest house of the body is cremation ground. Whether you are a Miss Universe or whether you are a Mr. Universe. Do you realize this fact? Do we realize this fact? Do I keep this fact and the truth in my mind? That the ultimate destination of this body is the cremation ground. Can anyone tell whose ultimate destination, whose body's ultimate destination is not the cremation ground? Do I know this fact? So, because when I stop thinking, I consider I am the body, then I am attached to the other body. That's where the suffering begins. Do you understand what I am saying? A little subtle. We do not continue the surface thinking. We go deeper. We do not remain non-thinker. When you apply anywhere for employment, you write everything that is good. We had applied in our previous life to be on this earth. Our application was wonderful. That's why we are given a human birth. At the same time, we are also told this body does not belong to you and you are not the body. We do not think about it. Because of non-thinking, attachment, duality, conflict, grief, suffering takes birth in my mind. And the mind claims, what the mind claims? Mind claims that I am the body. And we continue to suffer. We continue to suffer. It is because I am the body, I have insecurities, I have limitations, I have fear, I have anxiety, I have duality, I have conflict. Thanks to the internet, we were disrupted in the beginning. That is also an opportunity. I found where is the defect. So let us practice meditation, and after that, we will have question and answer. So, if you understood the first part, then we will go for the second part in the following sessions, my friends. So let us start our